Namaskar to all of you. Hey Janardana. Jayanti Rajan says, Namaste Guruji, my elders are so sweet. They don't complain about anything and even ask why we are troubling ourselves and coming to India to take care of them. When families are with you for decades, the aged folks are truly elders. I think, Jayanti, you are very fortunate. In fact, I know your elders. Yeah, they are like that. I don't deny that. Very nice, very good people. I know them for quite some time. As I know them as long as I have known more than 3-4 decades, I know Jayanti. So, yeah, we have aged people, we have elderly people. Both are there. Aged people, what they do is they only look at themselves and they don't look anything beyond. They will keep cribbing, they will keep lamenting. Okay. And they will be talking about their own life because they have not been heard in life. Most of the aged people, because they wanted to express when they were younger, they were not allowed to express. Probably others dominated them or their own parents did not give the freedom to express. Okay. As a result of which, they became aged people and not elderly people. Of course, aged people have to be respected for their age. But there is nothing we can gain from them from knowledge point of view. Of course, they may be teaching here and there some small things which may be useful for day-to-day life. Beyond that, we may not get anything else from them. Okay. See, when youngsters go to the elders and talk to them, just sit with them and casually talk. Elders will also express the past. But their way of expressing their past, even though they were not allowed to talk, but they would have probably understood it in a better way. Their soul would have traveled so much, so they may be more mature. During the past janmas, the soul might have got upgraded at every stage. At every stage they came back, the cell division, what happens in the body, has brought something extra for them. It has brought a lot of wisdom for them, and so they are able to probably talk in a much different language than what the aged people talk. They will also talk about the past. But the way they say, there will be a subtle message for the youngsters. A positive message which can be probably imbibed in their day-to-day life, and it will be very useful. Whereas with the aged people, when they talk about the past, it will be purely lamenting about the past, and it will be only a repetition of certain incidents which they will go on cribbing. Nothing can be done now. So only one thing you can learn from the aged people is how not to be. Very sorry. But how not to be? You need people to teach. So an elderly person teaches how to be, and an aged person teaches you how not to be. Both are teachers. Both have to be respected. Both are Sakshat Dakshinamurti. Good. Then I have my Atma Bandhu, Peter D. Reader. Namaskaram Guruji, love the full giving moon. Soon in 1 hour. Its time always feels right. My love to you, Master. Very nice. Thank you very much, Peter. I always enjoy your love. Next comes Girija Kari. She says, Pranams Guruji, whenever in the name of encouragement I am about to prompt children towards any religious practice or routine, I hear your gentle reminder Do not compel children. And I immediately pass. I trust that in their own time and in their own way, they will be drawn to what is right for them. I am deeply grateful for your guidance on the true path of parenting. Very good, Girija. We appreciate you. See, howsoever good it may be, if you force it, kids are not going to accept. Kids are different today, please remember. Today's kids are so unique. Those days when you were told, you accepted it as a discipline. Okay. Anything said by the elders was treated as a matter of discipline, and it was voluntarily accepted and it was implemented. Voluntary acceptance of Sanatana Dharma can lead you to something more. I'm talking in terms of consciousness. That can lead you, those practices can lead you to consciousness. You will know that you belong to the whole, and your actions will be accordingly great. Okay. So, you will be making something very beautiful in life when you follow all that. But that was voluntary, not forced. When it is forced and the same thing is learnt, it is not going to be practiced, and a sort of negativity and a sort of nafrat, that is, you hate it, hatred. There will be a lot of hatred towards it. Even a very good thing, when forced, people may not like it. Okay. So, one cannot force. Even good it is if it is forced. The person who forced it will face the consequences thereof. This is the truth. This is law of nature. So, please remember, as they grow, they will observe. They will know someday they will come back to you, or they will go back to the system. They will check the roots. They belong to these roots. Nobody needs to develop these roots. It is already there. It is there in one corner of the mind. Okay. Somewhere they will start practicing. Probably not in the same way. In the same way, to do everything will be very difficult, as it was done thousands of years back. Okay. Today things have changed. Still it will be old wine in a new bottle. Okay. It would have got fermented very well. It may be old, but it is gold. And it comes. So a day will come. And we have to continue with the practices. They will be observing you. Kids are very good. They learn a lot of things to do or not to do from their own parents, from their own siblings, kin and kith, environment. They will be observing. So you be with the Sanatana. You keep doing what little things you can do. Keep your environment clean. Keep it very well. When you do puja panaskara, do it with that sincerity from the heart, not from the mind. Not that puja or panaskara is going to benefit you materially. No, it is going to upgrade you to better levels of consciousness. Thereby, your contribution towards the existence will be much better. They will be watching all that, and someday they will realize that this is the way. And that was not forced on them today. At that point of time, it will be voluntary. And when they accept it, golden things happen in everybody's life. They will be probably charged with a lot of positivity, and they will be reflecting good aksharas all around. Good. Girija, you have been doing a very great job. Then I go down, Vasanti Srinath. Namaskaram Guruji, so much learnings from you. I wish you had come in my life much earlier. I would have been a much better person. The young ones in your fold are so lucky to have so much of guidance from you at the very start. I cannot express in words how much of a support you have given to me and my family. Thank you so much, Guruji. Lots of love. Vasanti, I should have come. I'll tell you a joke. Even had I been born 10 minutes before, I would have been Mysore Maharaja. Bhagwan's will. Nothing takes place without the will of the consciousness. The universal consciousness ultimately has entire control over the entire system of operations. Whatever happens, it is with the will of the Bhagwan. Without the will of the Bhagwan, nothing happens. We cannot reason out his will. The consciousness will be able to see and observe his will. And it will know the beauty of the totality of universal consciousness. For us, Narayan is the way. We have named it, labeled it as Narayan. Okay. So, please remember, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Satyam is only one, but it is rumored to be called by different names. Okay, that being the case, your faith with Bhagavan should be to that extent. Anything that happens is for your good and for the larger good. You are a speck in the system of creation. A small speck may be 1 by billion, millionth. We don't know. Nano. We don't know. Okay. Time scales of cosmos is different. Time scales of humans are very small. It differs. Time scales are not the same. So, the consciousness will dawn on you and you will be able to understand as to what it is. And that will be from the heart. The understanding from the heart is always superior. Understanding from the mind, maybe it may help in certain things. But mind is only a reporting agency wherever it has been asked to go and audit and report back. Just an auditor at that particular point of time sent by the heart. Okay. So it will evaluate and give to the heart. Now the heart will execute the decision. It will take a decision under those circumstances. And the execution by the heart will be far, far, far more superior than the mind. Execution. When execution is from the mind, it will be less conscious. It will not be that conscious. And whatever it does may or may not be useful to the humanity. That's why I say great people like doctors, scientists, very big people like, there are so many people doing research, scholars, accountants, mathematicians, scientists. All of them should have the element of consciousness with them. They should not stop with the invention. You should go beyond. And when you are conscious and you invent something, it will be different. When you are not conscious and only the mind is used, it will be different. Okay. Both way we learn lessons. So good. Very nice. Lucky to start. Young ones. So, okay, if young ones are following, I don't know what they are going to do with it. Very good. Thanks for all your greetings on that subject, Vasanti. And I move on. I come to Akshay Vadadi. Hari Om Guruji, thank you for upgrading our understanding and approach towards various aspects of life, mind and the heart. Sometimes a person will be more of heart. Sometimes a person completely switch and takes the mind decision. Is that karma, destiny, or do we have the free will to choose? If we have a free will to choose heart over the mind, then why it's not the same in every circumstance, despite the will to do good and stand with the light? Why mind is taking over? Pardon me if I am wrong, seeking your grace. But Daddy, that's what I was saying. When mind is reckless on its own and not in the control of heart, it does all nonsense. But when it is under the direct supervision of the heart, then whatever it does will be golden. Whatever it does will be golden. Be in the materialistic field, be in the spiritualistic field. Today what has happened is, I'm not saying all, some of the saints or even seers, even sannyasis, they are boasted with a lot of ego. Okay. Because once again, mind. As Tirumalar said, that Telugu Guru is not there. That clarity in mind is not there. It's more the money, the position and the power. I can understand if somebody is egoistic in normal family or somebody is egoistic in politics. It is all very normal. Okay. A politician being egoistic, there is nothing wrong. Because his aim will be to do some good thing also, incidentally, and he has to use the power, money, etc. to manage. All these things are there. There are some good politicians, they may be egoistic, but they may be contributing a lot of good for the country. We have to look at that factor and forget the other things. Because they need that a little bit to run the system. They are not just living with people of the heart, they are living with more devils of the mind. Mind, they don't have a clarity mind with whom they may be moving. There may be devils around. Okay, you cannot go to a devil and keep singing songs. It is not possible. That is not going to hear. The devil will know some language. That language has to be spoken at that point of time. Otherwise they cannot govern. They have come for good things. They have to govern. They have to give good things to the country to which they belong to. Bharata Desham has to be taken care. Okay, already we have a lot of interference from negative forces. Okay, so because of those interferences, the base is getting eroded. The tradition is getting eroded. Culture is getting eroded. You can't keep watching it. Naturally, they will have to take some steps, and they effectively take. And our duty is to support such people, stand with them. Whatever prayers you can offer, you have to offer for them. Look at their safety. Because such people, threat perception will be more. Because devil is always keeping on watching. Nothing good it can understand. Nothing good it can resist. So we need to support such people, stand by them, make prayers to ensure that such people live long, healthy, with clarity in mind so that they can guide the country. Is it not? Yeah. So, yes, that instruction also comes from the heart. The heart will say to the mind, be like this, do like this, because you are the head. You have to take care. Under that compassion towards the dharma of this Hindu dharma, Sanatana dharma, eternal, right from small. It's a way of life. Hindu dharma is a way of life. Is it not? So, yes. So what purpose, who is doing what, is very important. A person of the heart sometimes may use the mind, but under the instructions of the heart. If suppose it was not under the instructions and the mind, it means the devil has been allowed to grow. The disciple went to the master. He told Master, every day at night, I am seeing the good and the evil fighting the war. It has not ended. It's all going. Can you tell me who is going to win the war? In this dream, what I am getting. The master laughed and said, the one whom you feed more will win the war. When you feed the evil thought, the evil wins. When you feed more the good one, the good wins. So the aim of Sanatana Dharma is to feed the God. That is why you have so many practices. Maybe some are not practically possible today. You have to tweak it. So that is what for the Gurus have come. They cannot insist the same thing. If the same thing is insisted over a period of time, it will go off. And threat perceptions for our Dharma is more today. So one has to think about it and do it. Is it not? So all these things are there. So naturally, probably sometimes it has happened, yes. There is nothing like a free will. No free lunch. No free lunch. Nothing like a free will. Life is choiceless. But please remember, if you are conscious, you will know it guides you towards what has to be done. And when the good thoughts are feeded, the conscious on its own will guide you. You don't require Sridhar for that. Okay. Sridhar keeps praying for you. That's all. Nothing more. So, naturally, yes, life is all said and done choiceless. That doesn't mean that you are not going to fight a war. If it is needed, if you have to fight a war to protect this Bharata Desha, you have to do it. There is no second opinion. There is nothing like compassion. The compassion is first Bharata Desha. The threat to it has to be effectively countered, whether the threat is internal or external. Okay, very nice. There is nothing to pardon you. You are not wrong, Akshay. Nice, good question. And then we move on. And I come to Saujanya Ayachitula. Hari Om Guruji Pranam. What a beautiful way to look at mind being a disciple and heart being a master. The perspective will help us to consciously conduct ourselves in all situations. May we put this into practice for us to better evolve, to be kind and humane. Thank you so much, Master. Yes, right. As long as the mind is the disciple and the heart is the master, it's all going to be good. Whatever you do is going to be right. Whatever you do is going to be perfect. Whatever you do is going to be a conscious effort. It's not an unconscious effort. There are a lot of people doing so many things, but it is unconscious. Unconsciously you are doing it. The resultant effect thereof is also going to be unconscious. The resultant effect which may produce is not going to be good. If it is conscious, it will result in good. Because it is directly from universal consciousness, the Bhagavan, who rules the heart. So when you allow the mind to take over, the devil sits there. Yes, Saujanya, master must be in the heart and disciple must take on to the mind. And disciple should not turn rogue. Very good, Saujanya. Nice question. Nice, good understanding. Akila Prabhakar. Namaskaram, Guruji. Bringing up our kids away from our roots, home country, is itself a big challenge. Of course, this is also choiceless. Also, once kids become rebellious, questioning everything, and we don't know what to give as an answer, is totally challenging. Not all are capable of handling the situation with greater wisdom, as I am always a work in progress. Please guide us, Guruji. Yes, I am here to guide you. The problem with us is, we are doing something which may be correct or may not be correct, but we have a feeling it is correct. How many of you, even while performing Sanatana Dharma, is able to perform it the way it is said, are reasonably not spoiling the base? How many of you know we are doing something and we want our kids to follow suit because our parents have told, their parents have told? Sometimes repeatedly told lies will become truth also. Repeatedly you are going on chanting that itself. Yadbhavam tadbhavati. It becomes that. So, yes, it will be challenging because you have crossed the shores. It is challenging here itself without crossing the shores. Their kids are brought up with reason. The very first day when the kid goes as a kindergarten, those days they used to say, I don't know how now they are handling because I don't have time to do all that. Now a little bit busy. Those days I was lazy, so I had enough time. Today I don't have. So what they were doing is, they will give one telephone, those days ringing telephone, they will first teach 911. 911 is emergency. Because those days there were more abuse and other things, etc. They were being equipped. Even parents were not taking care of the kids properly. The kids, if you feel like if they call, then immediately the police will come. And the kids will be taken and they will be brought up much better than the parents. Though that biological aspect may not be there. But what is the use? Many people have their kids, but they don't have that kind of a connect. Yeah, it is very difficult. I can understand that. But you stick on to your things. Don't insist them. Let them keep seeing here and there when you go. Let them keep seeing. Okay. Let them keep seeing. When they see you doing something repeatedly, then something goes in. When you keep seeing the same thing umpteen number of times, then something goes in. Why do you chant the mantra umpteen number of times? Isn't that? Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrisimham Bhishanam Badram Mrityum Namamyaham. Repeatedly you keep chanting the mantra of Nrisimha. Once you keep repeatedly saying something, it enters the conscious. Then we are able to visualize the wonderful universal consciousness which is formless, comes in that particular form in which you are praying to visualize it. Normal Jivatma, without anything you are born, will not the Paramatma come? The universal consciousness, Paramatma, Swayam Narayan, will he not come down? He will come in whatever form you pray to him. Ramakrishna Paramsa says a very beautiful story. One fellow went to forest. He was traveling, Musafir, traveler. Suddenly he was sleeping below a tree. That is a Karpaga Vriksham. Okay. Suddenly he thought, thoda acha bed hai to it will be very nice. I can sleep on a bed now here in the forest with pebbles and stones. Back is aching when I lie down. Suddenly one beautiful cot came, one nice bed was there, he was sleeping on that. Oh, wow, great. He was so happy. Next minute he thought, no, if I get some good food, it will be very nice. Then some food was there, very beautiful food. 32 items. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrisimham Bhishanam Badram Mrityum Namamyaham Anushtupa Mantra. 32 items are there. Nrisimha has provided him food. Then he thought, if I lie down, somebody is there to catch my legs. Then immediately some 4 people were there, they caught hold of the legs and they were doing massage. He was very happy. Suddenly he thought, it was all good thoughts. Suddenly he thought, this is forest, suddenly tiger comes, it will eat me. Tiger came and ate him. Yad bhavam padbhavatihi. Like that. So don't keep chanting that your kids are not doing. Don't chant that. That will become not doing. Keep blessing them. You are fine, excellent. You are godly, Bhagavan is always there with you, be excellent, etc. If they ask questions, you just smile and go. Religion is faith and it is from the heart and it is devoid of reasoning. Whatever reasoning we give will be much, much shorter than the real reason. Okay, Akila, then move on. We find, then we come to Neeraja Kurudi. Guruji Pranam, Dakshachari is with us. Humble pranams to Lord Bhairava, Lord Narsimha for blessing all of us through our Master. Romba Nandri Master for saving our lives and leading us to face everyday challenges in life with courage and humility and move forward with peace of mind, bliss in heart, Tandri. If anything comes, I will tell you in heart, like as if I am speaking with you, and by recalling your smile will push me to face any situation. Recalling my smile. What smile I have, I do not know. It's a devilish laugh. Yes, I agree with you totally. I am in your heart. I am more a heart man. I am not a mindful person, but I am a heartful person. So, yes, humility in life is very important. Nice to hear that. Neeraja, yes, you can always talk to me. I am always there for you. A good comment, Neeraja. Going ahead now, Meenal Nimani. Pranam Guruji, thanks for guiding us on our behavior with kids. We are more conscious in dealing with them, and hopefully they will learn the same from us and behave the same with their future family. Guruji, does type of food affect our behavior and especially tamasic food? Good. You are conscious in dealing with the kids. It's nice that you are taking care of them the way you have to take care as a mother. You have 3 kids. Nice. Now you are asking a question, does type of food affect our behavior and especially tamasic food? See, food is always annam nanandayat pranava annam. It helps the prana. Only thing is, everybody runs for life. The predator also runs for life because it needs food in the morning. The prey also runs for life because it doesn't want to become a prey to the predator. For life, both are running. One becomes a feed for the other. Okay. Of course, they say some rajasic food, sattvic food, tamasic food. Sometimes I have seen people who take only sattvic food have committed very big crimes. Whereas people who have taken tamasic food or rajasic food are more sattvic. That also I have seen. I do not know. These all depends on karma. That's what I feel. But one thing is there. That is, certain foods probably increase the blood pressure. It may be in the normal food also. Certain foods may not increase. Probably in that way, when tamasic food is eaten, probably it will eat blood pressure, pneumonia, this, that, heart, lung, everything, every part of the body. There may be something here and there. Okay, we do not know. But we have converted some as rajas, some as tamasic, some as... See, sometimes even when you take only tahir sadam, say, it's a very normal curd rice. A little bit of curd rice and a little bit of pickle you have. After that you will get good sleep. Tamas. See, tamasam, generally tamasic food, tamasam is a normal thing. When you work for 8 hours, you have to sleep for 8 hours. Okay. Okay. In my case and all, hardly we sleep. I don't know. Even when I lie down, I don't get sleep. So, we don't know. All these things, everything is connected with karma and so many things are there. We cannot blindly say that this is what, this is what, this is what. But one thing I can say, if your blood is more a vegetarian, like right from the beginning of your life you have taken only a vegetarian food, then suddenly introducing non-vegetarian may create some problem. There is a possibility. Though if you have taken non-vegetarian food, but if you introduce vegetarian food in the middle, you become vegetarian, that is not going to affect you much. But if you are a vegetarian and if you are going to suddenly switch over to non-vegetarian by adding certain things slowly, probably that may be creating a food, because a vegetarian system, I don't think can withstand the system of the non-vegetarian. This is my personal feeling. I am not a scientist to say all these things. So, See, very big elephant, they are all herbivorous. Okay. But they have a very long intestine. Okay. A herbivorous has a long intestine because of its stature. Okay. It takes only herbivorous. It takes leaves, this, that, all normal things, then sugar cane, like that. Whatever food you give, even rice balls, it will eat. I have seen in some elephant sanctuaries they used to give. Whereas something like a cheetah or something like a leopard or a panther or a lion or a tiger, to catch the prey they will run some distance. If the prey is very near also they won't. But they will allow the prey to run and the predator will run behind it. Why? Somebody told me the real reason is when it eats the non-vegetarian red meat, raw meat, which when it kills that and eats that raw meat, it has to get digested because its intestines are very small. So it seems it produces some enzyme or something like that, they say. I do not know much about all these things. I am not a zoologist or biologist to know all those things. I do not have. But I heard this. So, it seems that it will help in digestion. That's one of the reasons why you can see some National Geographic of something like Masai Mara or Serengeti. You can see they will be running when especially migration takes place in August, September. You can find that happening across. On the land on both sides, if you see there will be one river passing through. On both sides in land also there will be enemies. This side leopard will be there, that side some cheetah will be there, so many things will be there. In the water also you will have a number of crocodiles. They will cross, the buffaloes will cross across, the cattle will cross, thousands of them. Okay, thousands of them, despite the danger. They don't have an option. They have to migrate because they can't live there. So the climate will be very extreme. So they come to a climate where they can make a decent living, for which they take that element of risk and they come. That risk is there in the land also, in the water also. In the water they will not know also when crocodiles are there. See how animals do. So nice, good question, Meenal. Next we come to Shravanti Yam Konduri. Immensely grateful for your guidance, Guruji, and your reminders and wisdom always help us become a better version of ourselves. Thank you always being with us. Yes, Shravanti, I am always with you. You are a person I have seen. You also implement what is being said, and I see a lot of change in your behavior. You have become totally a very golden person. That is what I observe. We go ahead. Venkata S. Rao, Subbarao. Humble pranams, Gurudeva, your blessings, Magan. Always you have been repeatedly stressing about Sanadana Dharma and upholding our Hindeva Dharma so that it reaches us subconsciously. Yes, as humans we are supposed to follow, as Hindus especially we are supposed to follow. The Sanatana may not be in its original form as said by Manu or so many others, but it is always, Sanatana is always updated. It is not a static thing. Please remember, every seer, every saint, small practices which probably might not have been written also, it would have come in practice. Whatever they would have said, they would have tweaked. Already the Manu Dharma Shastra has been tweaked to suit the present day things, and definitely we are following it. And Hindus are the most tolerant among their own castes also. Brahmins respect all the other castes, all the other castes respect the Brahmins because they all have love in the heart, and togetherness is the very concept of life. That is why I repeatedly say that we belong to unity, and Hindus must be united, and they must be unitedly they should fight the outside forces. That is a must. Okay. Because 1.5 billions of Hindus. Okay. Bharatavamshis. Okay. When I say Bharatavamshis, all other religions are also there. Please remember. We have accepted them. We treat them on par. They also look us with us on par. That is how we treat them. That is how they also look at us. Probably the same category of people outside may not be like that. We do not know. So we have to fight together. For that togetherness is very important. We cannot compromise. Sanatana Dharma enforces that togetherness, that unity among all of us. So very good, Subbarao. Next we come to the last question, but not the least. Let me try to complete a little bit fast because it's already 40 minutes. Ramakrishna Reni Guntla. I don't know whether I'm sir. Reni Guntla. Yeah. Reni Gunta I know. This Reni Guntla I do not know. Sorry Ramakrishna. I'm just, my expression is like that. My Sashtanga Pranams Guruji, I received a message last week that one of my junior had moved out of corporate employment about 15 years back, had died. This made me think. Many talented people I have known, all ex-colleagues, some even exceptionally fit and successful, have died suddenly in their 40s and early 50s, often after pushing themselves beyond their natural limits in a relentless race for recognition, status, and a higher standard of living. My own experience taught me that accepting one's limitation and stepping away from unhealthy pressure can restore both health and peace. Yet many continue to chase an identity built on achievements and wealth, ignoring the stress this creates until it costs them their lives. Ultimately, when someone dies, the world moves on quickly, but their family is left with a lasting void, reminding us that contentment and well-being matter far more than external success. When I left corporate life 15 years back, some people scolded me and some people laughed at me, which made no impact on me. I wonder, why do people chase behind identity, recognition so badly? Very good, Ramakrishna. Yes, Ramakrishna, I can understand your feeling. You are a person, probably. You are a very unique man, like all others. You felt it is not necessary to run so much. Probably you were better identified. Probably you are egoless, or your ego was satisfied with what you were doing, so you reached contentment. Okay. Their ego did not reach that finality of satisfaction. What do you expect them to do? If they are people in religion, or if they have some spirituality, they have some meditation, or they are doing some Vedic chanting, anything for that matter, some prayers. Okay. Probably there is a possibility that some contentment may be dawning. Okay. Nowadays I find even in the religious field, there is a lot of ego and there is a lot of competition. Okay. One side we say that we must be contented, that is religion. On another side we will announce Bhagavad Gita competition. I don't understand all this. Yeah, you say that to encourage. Yeah, this is there. But anyhow, my views on this subject are totally different. Okay. Fancy dress competition. If you go to schools, there is another madness. And those kids are so small. 2 years, 3 years, kindergarten. That dress, one will be dressed as Vivekananda, one as Ramakrishna, one as Gandhi, one like this, one Krishna. Like that they dress very beautifully. One Adi Shankara, Ramanuja, something. Okay. It's a fancy dress competition. In that first, second, third, what first, third, you can give prize to everybody. Every dress is beautiful. And please remember, it is the parents who are dressing the kid. It's not kid's fault. At that age, it cannot dress itself. So the parents dress and send. Then you are declaring. It is more parents who are declaring who has designed a better dress. It's not for children. Where is competition in this? It's a fancy dress event where everybody is given the same price. One Adi Shankara is given price, Ramanuja is given price. Why it cannot be like that? Where is the necessity to have a competition? Are you encouraging a competition among parents? What is this nonsense? And one kid may not have 2 kids, 3 kids, they won't get prize, no. Out of 10 people, only 1 or 2 you will give, or third compensation, some prize, I think you will give. Another 7 kids, 8 kids, they won't get any prize. They will all be crying. You are hurting the kid for a mistake committed by the parents. Is it not? Somebody should think about it, and when they design all these things, this is all happening now today. Kali Yuga probably. Ramakrishna, you were wise. At that point of time, you know very well. Because you are already a very contented person. Once contentment has come, whether it is spirituality or whether it is materialism, progress stops. Okay. So in your grace, progress stopped. You could see everything. You became a very divine person, pious person. Your colleagues probably did not have that satisfaction. And probably they did not have that religious bent of mind or anything like that. It was not. So they went into something. So some competition they are going. Yes, it might have affected stress. Stress is there. After this COVID, young people have died. A lot of young people. We don't know what is the reason. Some people say because of the vaccination, because at that time we did not know. Everybody was scared of life. Everybody should get vaccinated. Everybody got vaccinated. Suddenly, vaccination itself is creating blood clot. Something they are saying. We do not know. It is all there. Every day one report is coming. Something is coming. What is the truth? Nobody knows. Today our physics itself looks something different, and cosmic physics, cosmos physics looks different. Basic laws. In our system, something is working, something else is coming from some other thing, some interstellar object. They say it is following a physics which is not known to us. It is not following that pattern at all. That's what I am reading. Okay. The reasons are different for us. That is different. So, you see this. They are not contented. What to do? How to bring contentment in them? They don't belong to all this. They know only office. They are well qualified, but not educated. Education is different, qualification is different. If education is there, you will not only compete, you will also know where to compete, when not to compete. Ambition means aggressiveness. Unless you are aggressive, you cannot have ambition. So if you are very ambitious, you will be aggressive. And if you are very aggressive, it is going to have an effect on the health. When we are young, we spoil our health and earn a lot of wealth. After becoming old, we would like to spend that wealth to regain the health. How is it possible? Once your health is gone, it is gone. Okay. And peace is the concept. Peace is not there. Pieces is there. It's all in pieces. You don't have peace. Because there is always an agenda in the mind. When some agenda to achieve something is there in the mind, it will be always agitated. Because anything comes against it, you won't be able to withstand. Okay. Why it happens? It happens. That is why life is choiceless. Why so many people were ambitious? You were not ambitious. First of all. So every creation in this universe is unique. Uniqueness. Bhagavan doesn't clone. Humans will clone. But Bhagavan, every product is original. And every product is unique. No two products can be compared also. Thank you very much, Ramakrishna.